Thing is, what we're finding out, what you've just been going through, is that you can't let people tell you what to do.
Yeah,
You can't let people act like they're your boss if they're not actually your boss.
that's true.
If you don't actually work for them and they're not the police, you don't have to do what they say. You
Yeah.
don't have some sort of you didn't sign a contract where it's like, I got to do this, this, and this. It's like, you do what you got to do. And then, if it doesn't work out, you just move on.
We always end up doing business with people I have relations with already. So it's like, if I'm going to do a show somewhere and they got a good turkey sandwich, I don't want to mess that relationship up.
That's not a relationship, though. This is a guy who's trying to bully you around. This is a
Yeah.
guy who doesn't respect you. So if he respected you, he wouldn't be making you do all this shit for him. It's like, these people think that they can just, once they start bully, it's like TaskRabbit. You don't work for these people. This is one person. And it's like, you can't let them think where it's like, oh, I'm going to get in trouble. This is going to go on my permanent record. It's like, no, this is not. These people, once you let them have power over you, then they just got it.
Yeah.
Then they can just have you running around all day, exhausting yourself.
I'll
it's
tell
like,
you,
for what?
Dude, this whole thing with putting on shows, do you think there's a moment when it clicks and you, hold on, let me just send a message here. Oh my God, hopefully she knows. Hold on. Well, this is a good podcast. Sahava, please get your dog. Okay. So, dude, the thing is, like, is there a moment when it clicks and you don't have to beg people to buy a $10 ticket?
No, well, I think you couldn't promote the show. I mean, the thing about doing a show like this is that it does help if you can promote the show as a comedy show and you make flyers and you make a thing that says that what it is. But it's like you're trying to sell tickets to like a secret show.
Right, to an event.
Not even that, but it's like you can't even, people want to know what a show is when they buy a ticket. It's, this is pretty basic stuff. So it's like you're trying to do this on hard mode.
Yeah.
Plus, it's
everything I've done on hard mode.
But it's like a hard mode for what? What is there to even gain from this? Nothing. This is just like you putting yourself through the ringer to like make somebody else happy.
Well, this thing here,
Dude, it's one show.
And here's the thing, dude. I learned one valuable lesson. I spent Apple charges you like 25% when you pay for Meta. There's some hidden fee when you pay for Meta ads.
Oh, yeah, because you bought it on your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that why?
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch. Is there a way around that?
Yeah, you use your computer.
That was $75 I had to pay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's why Facebook or Meta hates Apple, because every time you buy anything using your iPhone, you got to give Apple a cut. So then
Dude,
Meta,
$75 though after $200 is crazy.
Exactly, but that's why it's like that money. That's why Meta. It's like that's how Apple makes so much money. Is that every time you buy, you're buying Tinder Plus or whatever, that shit goes to Apple. Gets a little, they wet their beak.
Dude, I spent $275. It was probably $300 with tax and fees and all this shit. And Chase charges you $5.
Wow, 15 tickets.
Right? I got 0 tickets from that.
Oh my god!
But then I'm talking to a promoter. He goes, "They'll show up at the door." Dude, I'm not trying to count on that. They're not showing up at the door, bro.
Well, I mean, it's out of your control at this point. The money's gone. But it's like it goes to show. I'm always telling you, if you're handing out money, you're always going to find someone to take your money from you. You know what I mean?
I thought it would work.
No one's ever, but it's like this is why you got to start. You got to start small. You can't just be throwing money around like this because it's just it just goes away. It's like gambling.
The only tickets I sell are from being on foot, finding people and begging them to buy a ticket. I just had a guy. He's 40. He's telling me, he goes, "Can you get me the freebie for this one?" I'm just like, dude, it's a $10 ticket. They're not coming for free.
Even these people who are buying tickets, they might not show up anyways.
I guarantee you they're not coming.
Yeah, a lot of people are just like, because especially if you're like in person and you're trying to guilt them, then I think some people just feel bad for you. So it's like, here you go.
But where's the click points when you got to turn people down? What happens?
You got to actually promote the show. You're not actually promoting the show.
Bro, I did a $200 ad with me doing
No,
stand-up.
but I mean, like, you can't even tell people that this is a stand-up
Yeah, but you
show.
know what? I did it kind of sneaky. In the ad, it's me doing stand-up the whole time.
But you can't sneak an advertisement.
Right.
That's the point, is that you actually have to promote the show. But you can't, because of your stupid agreement, it's like you can't actually promote a show.
And I feel like every business has some dumb, stupid agreement.
No, it's not. Most bar shows we do. Here's the thing. You do 1 million shows in the city. We've done this so many times. Every single time you've done a show in the city, that was a spot.
Right.
That somebody had an agreement with the owner of the business. The thing is, you got to find a business where they don't give a fuck.
Right.
You got to find a business where it's a guy who's like, what, you want to do what? Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Well, the last time
This
I had
one is
that-
like a guy who's actually trying to turn a thing into a venue, and it's like this isn't going to work.
you gotta get somebody that don't give a fuck, but they understand time.
Oh,
8 o'clock means 8 o'clock.
It's some like owner who's like some old Greek guy who's like, this bar has a back room. All we got in there is a bunch of chairs right now. So it's like, yeah, you guys want to do a show? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully these people will buy a couple drinks, and then
Don't-
then you'll break even. But it's like when you try to partner with a guy who's like, oh, I got a big plan. Oh,
Right.
we're gonna do this,
50
and then next
tickets.
thing you know, this is gonna be the new hot spot in town. And it's like, no, it's not gonna work.
Everybody wants the first show sold out for free. It's like, bro, that's why promoters make money. You can't sell 30 steaks without putting no work in.
Well, you can, but it's like you got to know what you're doing. You can't just be
You gotta
fucking.
have some slick. You gotta know. Yeah, you'd have to pay for a promoter.
Yeah, but it's like this is a skill. This whole thing of promoting shows and like this whole thing you're trying to do, this is a whole new skill. This isn't something that like relates to everything you were doing before.
But it's like, is
So
it
it's
a
like-
skill, or do you got to be mega famous? That's what I'm.
Nah,
wondering.
there's shows in the city that sell out. There are shows in the city that get 40, 50 people that, paying tickets. It's like it's not like a rocket science. But those shows have been going for years.
It's embarrassing when you do a show and you got 8 people there. 4 of your friends showed up to support you.
That's most shows.
It'll work out, Dom.
But that's most shows. That's why it's like you got to start low expectations. Anything with high expectations, it's like something's gonna go wrong. There's too many, details.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta don't beat yourself up.
How many people do you think's a minimum for they'd still do the show? They'd have to do it.
6 maybe.
Oh, really? Then I think they would pull it if I only had 15. But why?
Oh,
would they?
this place, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like in general, 6 people is about as small of a show you want to do. But I mean, whatever. It is what it is. You gotta let this off your mind.
Yeah.
I think you've been really trying to
have.
obsess too much about
I've
this.
been fixated.
You're
on
putting
it.
too much on this one show. You can't put too much on one thing.
I just want it to be a good thing.
But it's one night. We do a million things in the city. It's like this is just one night out of 1,000. And, it goes how it goes. It's not like this wasn't like the first step on your journey to being like a fucking mastermind promoter.
I thought it was, to be honest. I really thought it was.
This
a
is
shoo-in.
why I'm always telling you, it's like you can't get ahead of yourself. You can't start talking to yourself in your head.
I
like,
was.
Oh, this is me. The fucking Rocky music is playing
Dude,
in your
it
head.
was. I was
and
in
it's
the
like,
mirror.
oh man, I'm gonna be first. I'm doing this, and you're doing like Eminem, Lose Yourself, and it's like you're trying to hype yourself up. All you're doing is separating yourself from reality.
That's so true.
This is reality.
Yeah.
This is what's actually happening. This is not
Yeah, I
not
don't
the
like-
fantasy that's playing in your head. Not liking is not the point. This is what it means to actually be in the moment. Where it's like, I wish I could do this. Oh, someday I'm going to do that. It's like, no, all you're doing is spinning yourself up in your head. And you're separating yourself from being present with it.
Yeah.
This is what it is. This is reality. This is where we are. Starting point.
I'm trying again in 3 weeks somewhere else.
Yeah, you keep trying. That's the attitude. This is just one thing. But the problem is now you actually threw some money into it.
But
so
do you think meta
this is going to
ads-
sting?
Is there a hustle to meta ads? Do you think I need to
Of
learn?
course.
Yeah.
Yeah. There
It's
are
probably
ways
all
that you
about
got
the
to
ad, the
you got
flyer.
to target it. You have to
I
promote
really
it.
went deep with that.
I mean, yeah, this is one thing. You tried something and it sounds like it didn't work.
Yeah.
But it's like, you try things and you fail and you keep trying. You didn't wipe yourself out. It just isn't like you bet it all on black.
I'm gonna start joining improv churches and stuff and get people to come out.
No, you got to be also it's more like you got to be part of the scene. So you're talking to other people like, "Oh, what do you guys do? What's your Eventbrite thing?" Cuz some people actually got that shit dialed in.
Yeah.
Once you actually know how to so you start figuring it out. This
Yeah.
also explains why every show we do in the city sucks.
Yeah.
It's because it's hard.
It is.
Because we are in New York City and it is very hard to get people to come out to a show. That's reality.
Bro, there's one
We're right
show.
next to Broadway.
There's a show sold out all the time, The Naked Show. It's like people need to do that to buy a ticket.
Nah. That's one show. There are plenty of shows in the city that do great.
You think the name of it matters? Should I call it
Nah.
Dom's Hot Boy Soup?
None of that matters. The problem is that this is your first show. You got to start small. Once you get 5 people on the show, the next week you do 10. You scale up from there.
Yeah, next
you don't
month.
you don't promise a guy, "Oh, we're going to get 50 people in here." And this is going to be like a new happening spot. It's not gonna be like the new Comedy Cellar. That's trouble.
Yeah.
Think about this though. I mean, like as bad as it is. I mean, I don't say bad. It's what it is. Don't beat yourself up. Imagine if you actually opened your own business.
Oh, bro, my face would be red.
Imagine if you were paying $4,000 a month rent.
Dude,
and you had to get a liquor license.
I'm telling you, bro, I already know nobody's only paying. That's what my apartment. I mean, bro, that's somebody's apartment.
Yeah, what am I saying? This is going to be like
$15,000
a month, plus you're paying the staff, plus you gotta pay some like mob guy to like put concrete in.
That's why.
So it's like the day one, you're already negative $85,000.
And dude, when you see those, every club owner, their face is beat fucking red.
Yeah.
I've never seen one that ain't red.
As a small business, man, it's a tough one.
They're pissed at everybody. They yell at people park. You can't fucking park there.
See, this is why. Next thing you know, you're just mad at Zoran Mamdani.
Yeah.
You start blaming the mayor. It's like, oh, you can't run a fucking business in this city.
Fucking pigeons. That's
Bunch
why
of socialists.
That's why nobody's coming here. It's pigeon shit everywhere.
Doesn't have anything to do with me being bad at running a business.
Dude, I don't know how anybody's doing that. I'll tell you, I kind of like the fact that they're stressed out, to be honest.
Well, this shows you where it's like I'm saying, you have to embrace reality. This is what I'm always talking about on my podcast, where it's like anything you're doing in your head, once you start hyping yourself up and you start having visions of, oh, next thing you know, I'm going to be in theaters. I'm going to be looking out, and all these people are going to be begging me to do this thing.
Yeah.
They're going to be wanting to give me money, and I'm going to be telling them no.
Hooking up with people's wives.
All you're doing is separating yourself from the first step. Once you start thinking like, oh, next thing you know, I'm going to be bench pressing 350. And it's like, that's not how you get to 350.
It is insane. Dude.
Nah, you get there by starting where you are.
But you think about 5-person shows, 7-person. This is why when people just show up to somebody's sold-out show and they're like, what do you mean? You can't throw me on for 5? It's like, no, motherfucker. Do you know what I went through for this show?
Well, I think most people, I've done these like good shows before where it's like kind of packed. These people are not out all day promoting and like begging people on the street and barking people in.
Right, they're just smoking weed.
The reason their show is good is because it used to be bad, and they built it up over time. But what they didn't do is think, day one, I'm going to start the greatest show of all time.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be, like, famous. It's like, it's not going to work. This is just like, But what you can't do, though, because it's not just, your goal here is not to become the greatest promoter of all time. You're just trying to do stand-up.
Yeah.
And this is taking away from your energy.
Big time.
Your creative energy. It's hard you can't be a guy who's coming up with ideas and writing while also dealing with all this other shit. You got a dog running around.
Trying to talk about turkey sandwiches.
I mean, there's a reason why. It's like your brain only has so much juice in it.
You wouldn't believe how serious these businesses get about a damn turkey. Listen, if you're going to make the board, we got to know what's on the turkey sandwich. It's like you got a full fucking kitchen. Just whip them up, whatever. You got to walk it up the steps.
Well, I mean, at least this guy, it looks like he knows how to run a restaurant.
Yeah, he does.
So it's like they got that part down. The
Yeah.
problem is that now he's trying to do something else. And it's like, this is, you end up, you're outside of your area of expertise.
And they put some money in the place. They put a curtain up.
Whatever.
That's a big investment.
Nah, this is, you should not, don't even like feel bad about this guy.
You know what's funny with comedy?
He's going to be fine.
Here's what's funny with comedy. If I brought somebody 50 people, I wouldn't be surprised if they still didn't want to give me a $10 turkey sandwich.
Right. Well, they would think that like you didn't bring the people.
Right.
They would say, "Oh, these people just showed up anyways."
They
So we don't. How do we know that they're with you?
Yeah,
So,
they came for the turkey, Dom.
this is I think foundationally, I think you took the wrong step from the beginning of trying to do something new here at a place that's never done comedy, at a place that doesn't actually know how this works. There's lots of places in the city that just are used to like doing shows that kind of suck. That's where you got to start.
I'm going to do Greenwich again, but the problem with Greenwich is that you have to book that like 10 weeks in advance.
Yeah, that's also no good too because that's like
it's going to be the end of summer.
The money isn't going to be there, but it's
Yeah.
like you got to start something real basic. Free show. Couple guys, one of them's asleep. Maybe everybody. The show doesn't happen the first time, but that's what it is.
I can't wait to learn this. I'm not giving up.
See,
till I
this is
learn
the
it.
problem. You can't wait. You can wait. Clearly, you're gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
Because that's how this works. Waiting is the skill.
I wish I could just call some guy.
I wish. Listen to yourself. You gotta listen to how you're starting these sentences. This is exactly your problem. Wishing is not the point here.
Everybody always.
That's not how you start doing something.
They act like they know a promoter. I'll call to my buddy Tootsie. He'll take care of you. I never fucking
next
heard.
thing you know, you got to pay Tootsie.
Yeah, Tootsie never called me back. Oh, it's tomorrow.
Yep, there you go.
Fucking Toots.
And next thing you know, yeah, you got to pay my graphic designer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some stickers. I want to develop merch and sell it at the shows. It's all a process. These comics make a ton of money on merch.
You're trying to get ahead of the first part, which is the show.
Have the show.
You're trying to no, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, and I gotta book this guy. It's like no, you're trying to get to step 5. You're already you got your binoculars on. You're already looking at the top of the mountain.
Well,
no, we gotta start. We gotta start climbing the mountain.
How about I just found out I gotta buy a microphone?
Oh, we got mics, right?
Oh yeah, what should I do? Just a speaker then?
This mic. Oh, do they have?
No, they don't got nothing.
Oh wow.
I gotta buy something.
Kind of fucking business is this? How hard is it? This is people are so incompetent.
Yeah, I gotta find some. Well, luckily I got a mic.
You got your karaoke speaker or something?
Nah, the dude stole it from Comedy Village.
Oh, wow.
PJ won't give it back. He's like, yeah, somebody took it. I lent it to him. No
Man.
fucking respect, dude.
Yeah. Well, this is in a couple of days. By the time this podcast comes out, this is gonna be behind you.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a new man. It's gonna be first week of June.
You know, my motivation for all of this stuff is to just not have to go to the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, that's breathing down your neck now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's coming.
Oh my God, I'm hitting the street, dude. I got plaster fanny ice. I had to buy shoes, dude. My heels worn out from trying to promote this show.
Wow.
100 people have seen the ad. Yeah, dude, we'll get tickets.
Yeah, I mean that's you did your best.
I really did.
If you got to go to the DR, that's what you got to do. That's not a failing. That is just reality. Sometimes you got to go to the Caribbean.
Yeah.
You know, it's what a man has to do sometimes.
Son of a bitch.
You got a dog to feed now.
Yeah.
You can't, this dog's new. It's got to eat. That dog looks fucking skinny.
Fucking hyper, and the dog only eats chicken. I gotta take it to the deli and get a chicken and rice.
There you go.
$14.
So it's next thing that's going to be your new motivation when you go out, get back on the ships. You're going to be sitting in your little cabin. You're going to have your little notebook because the Wi-Fi's not working.
Yeah.
And you're just going to be writing out a list. I got to do this, then I got to do this.
Get some pedigree.
Number 1, start the show.
Right.
Number 2, buy some seats. Whatever. Once you start at the top of the list, that you got to scratch off that first thing and then move to the second
If
thing.
I got a show averaging 10 people without a problem, I'd be happy, as sad as that is.
This thing where it's like I do this and then I'll be happy. It's like that's not going to work because that's not how your brain works. You're always going to want to do better.
Right.
The thing is, you just got to focus on taking the first step. We do the first thing first and then you build from there. You don't sit down and write a whole hour of comedy. You write 5 minutes.
Right.
Once you get 5 minutes, you get to 10 and so on.
And I've been having so much fun writing, to be honest with you. It's so freaking hard to get up anywhere. It's like, so that's why I'm trying to do this. I can't get up nowhere. And then when I could get up sometimes, it might be like taking Bullet on a Saturday night show. It's like, you could try or something, or,
Right.
It's hard, for these jokes to have some legs, you kind of do need a decent crowd.
But it's like you need reps. It's not just doing it
once.
once.
You need a ton of reps.
You need to be doing it again. So it's like
50 times.
If you're promoting a show once every 8 weeks, it's like you're never gonna get the momentum going.
Do you think these comics, promoters get it going on their own, but you never really see big comics constantly headlining places? It's probably hard to get their fans to come out all the time, like in the one
city.
area, like in the city.
Yeah, of course.
Like we know big comics, you rarely see them.
Nobody does that in New York City
on the regular. Yeah, you're right.
Well, how many times can they come out and see the same jokes?
Because they could see you anywhere too.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's like most New York City comics don't really do like big theaters or something in the city because if you want to see Mark Norman, you can always go see it, Comedy Cellar.
I cannot wait to see the theater in the Cellar. My friend peeked his head in there when they were walking by. He told me, and he said it's huge. It's all one theater.
I mean, it's almost like don't even look at it. You got to have these things erased from your mind.
Right.
You're starting in this room.
Yeah.
What can you do in this room? How can I improve a situation? Let me improve this by 1%.
Yeah.
Let me fucking brush my teeth. Let's start at the basics.
I bought some
Get some
floss.
new socks.
I got some floss today.
Yeah. I went to the dentist yesterday.
Oh,
Fucking
that's good.
drilled all over the place.
Well,
And
they
it's like,
pull.
what's that?
Does your dentist pull all on your mouth? Dude, my dentist pulls down on my lips so hard it hurts me. Then she tells me, yeah, it's because you need a surgery to cut this thing. It won't hurt. It's like, yeah, it only hurts when I come here.
Yeah, I mean, my dentist is like this old Polish lady. She goes hard.
They do.
She was like, it was like intense. But I think it was like, I think I needed that kind of
Yeah,
like.
my dentist goes hard too. You think they're just pissed off on some Medicaid shit?
I mean, I got the last appointment of the day. So I think she was ready to roll. But it's like, it was just bang, bang, bang. Let me get you out of here.
My dentist is a hustler, dude. She wears Gucci shoes and shit. She's always fucking switching around and doing a root canal. And she'll be pissed, dude. She'll smack me on my forehead when I close my mouth.
Wow.
Like a Chinese dentist, one of the Hong Kong, like, hardened ones.
See, these dentists, though, when they first started being a dentist, they didn't start off being all tough and like, I'm going to do this and this. Wash one tooth.
Right.
Yeah, let me get the little suction thing going in there the first time. And then next time you do a little bit better. And then over time, eventually we become your LeBron James.
Well, you talk about being nervous. I could do 5 minutes in front of somebody, but can you imagine your first time drilling somebody's tooth out? An old
Probably
woman.
doesn't go good.
One of those old ladies that already sounds like everything hurts them worse.
Well, I think you almost got to you got to start on like a drunk guy.
Yeah,
You
that's
got to
true.
start with the guy where it's like, hey, look, I'll do this for free.
Or prisoners.
Well, it's like a guy with no insurance.
Right.
Where it's, hey, how about this? Give me $15. And I'll just open your mouth. I'll fuck around for a while.
You get those dudes with families and no money, they could take pain good.
Oh, yeah. Well, just think. I mean, like 50 years ago, they didn't even like have like Novocaine or anything.
Right.
They were just in there with a straight up drill.
And even
They would give you whiskey.
dude, now
You would bite down on like a fucking chicken bone or something.
you could not pay for I can't believe they even let you do this. If you don't want to pay for the anesthesia, you could stay awake during certain surgeries.
Oh my God.
I don't know how people do it. You think you would pass out from the pain.
Yeah. Well, it's a certain kind of like torture you could put yourself through.
Dude, I had this fucking dentist, dude, sticking shit in there, hitting me. I wanted to get up and fight her. It's like, dude, I mean, they should be security guards at dentists.
Well, I think they're probably used to like shit pops off every once in a while.
What do you think they do? Because I really wanted to fight this girl. If I would have been 10 years ago.
I'm sure like she's probably, she knows the exits.
Yeah.
Where it's like, because plus you got the little thing on you, you got the little apron on.
Yeah.
And, she can always.
Well, and I can't yell because my mouth's all numbed up.
And you need to be, you went to the dentist because you need the dentist. You
Yeah.
need her more than she needs you.
Dude, that's so true.
Yeah, I mean, that's the power dynamic.
Imagine halfway through a surgery, you try walking out.
Everything in this world is about who's in charge.
I remember
Who needs who?
Dude, when I was a dog walker, I was single for like 7 years. I went to the dentist. Something about it turned me on. Just a girl putting her hands in my mouth. Not to sound
It's a very
fucked
intimate
up.
thing.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You get a pretty student.
She's leaning over.
Oh, she smells good.
It's kind of like a barber where they're always like on your shoulder.
And a lot of you really focus on their eyes because their mouth's covered up.
Right. And you are like looking up.
Yeah.
So it's like, it is almost like, imagine being like a guy who was just in like solitary confinement in prison.
Oh, yeah.
And then they finally let you out to go to the dentist.
Yeah.
Man, you are psyched.
Or like, can you imagine a dude from Europe at the dentist? Like, you know how horny they are.
Oh, yeah.
Now go ahead, put your finger in my mouth.
They probably smoke cigarettes at the dentist.
Coming in with a nice shirt on.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you go back to jail, and next thing you know, you're in all you're doing is just thinking about the dentist again.
My buddy was just telling me he worked at a prison, and he was like, he doesn't think there should be guy guards and guy prisoners and girl guards and girl prisoners.
Oh, yeah.
He's saying that's the way it's got to be. He's like, bro, you would not believe how many freaky hookups there are in jail.
Well,
Like,
I think with prison, it's like it's so hard for them to get any kind of guard that it's like you can do. I think you got a lot of leeway, especially in New York City.
Well, these
At like Rikers.
these girl guards go right up against the cell, but you think they'd be worried about an STD or something?
I mean,
They
if you're in a
probably-
position where you're working at a prison, it's like, you're down to do some shit.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that's. I don't want to say you do it on purpose, but I think that's the kind of job where it's like, you can get away with stuff,
Right.
and you know that you could always make a little bit of money on the side,
Yeah.
and they can't fire you because they can't get somebody else to do it. So
Imagine you're married to like some big fat prison girl, she works there. You got a nice family with her, and all of a sudden she stops wanting to hook up with you. You
Right.
know what it is.
yeah.
And you think you can compete with a prisoner, dude?
Well, I think also it's like that like she's counting down the years, so she's just got to make it to 20 years,
Yeah.
and then she's got the pension for life. So it's like
And she's probably trying to hook up as much as she could till it happens.
I don't know. I think you're just bored if you're in prison.
Well, I get it. Like my last girl, I lost her to a finance dude, like 60-year-old guy with money.
Right.
I get that. But dude, if you lose your wife to a prisoner, this motherfucker can't take her out.
Well, also she knows where he is,
Yeah, it's like he
so
can't
it's like
cheat.
he doesn't got shit else going on. So it's
Yeah.
like she's got his full attention is being paid to one person.
Man, I have to get those lifers.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's hard to even judge somebody who does something like that in prison, because it's like, who else wants to? Somebody has to do this job. They got to get somebody to work in the prison. So it's like, oh, we caught you sneaking a phone in.
Yeah.
And we caught you giving this guy some sort of pills. And it's like, yeah, I fucking work in a prison.
And it's also like, hey, man, I got threatened. You could always lie.
Yeah,
and be like,
exactly.
yeah, I got threatened.
I'm not making very much money. So it's
If a
like,
guy guard hooks up with a girl prisoner, though, this dude's really going to prison. I think if a girl guard hooks up with a guy prisoner, nothing's happening.
I'm pretty sure both of these things are happening pretty often.
Yeah.
It's just, that's how it is.
It's crazy how hard it is to hook up outside of prison, dude. I can't get a girl to save my life. I don't know. I ask girls out,
Here's the thing that your problem you're dealing with these last few days. This is the same thing with this show, is that people can smell desperation.
Yeah.
When you're trying too hard and they can feel that you need this to happen, that is repellent.
Yeah.
That's not a sales tactic.
Dude, I'm so desperate.
You don't want to go to the salesman who's like, I need this sale. Oh, they're going to fucking kill me if I don't sell a car right now. That's weird. That's like, all right, dude, you got to back off.
Dude,
Let me check out the Toyota.
I was literally, last night I was drinking, had striked up a conversation. I bought this girl steak sandwich. The dude hit me for $24. I'm like, I'm a New Yorker, dude. I'm like, come on, it's not 24.
Steak sandwich.
Yeah, over here, she was getting some Times Square food.
It was, like at a cart?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, what are you going to do? I left Margaritaville, a couple cute girls.
Wow.
Got him a steak sandwich.
Man. It's a cold world.
Yeah, he hit me for $24.
That's why you got to ask before she orders. How much is that?
Yeah, but you got to look like a baller. I had my chains on.
This is what you got. There you go.
Yeah.
But
She didn't
it's
even
like,
give me her Instagram.
You almost. That's why it's like you gotta you gotta play you gotta let things come to you. You can't always be the guy who's like, please, once people see you begging, then they really don't want to. They don't even want to help you out, even when
Yeah.
they see that you need it. Nobody wants to help out a guy who needs help. They want to help out the guy who doesn't need help.
I really think if people think you're rich, like if I just lie and act like I'm rich, every show's sold out. People think I'll make them rich.
It's not even rich. It's popular. If they think that they can't get a ticket, then they want to go.
Right.
When they say like, this is just gonna. If they think it's gonna sell out, then it's like, I got to get there now.
I gotta change my sales pitch.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a hard thing to fake.
Well, I'm telling people, please help me. My mother's gonna come.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like that thing with the last show you did at Greenwich. There were people getting turned away.
Yeah.
Those people really wanted to go in.
Yeah.
They were arguing with the door guy. Like, what do you mean this sold out? I got tickets.
Yeah.
That is like, there's like a hype to it. Same way, you go downtown, there's people lined up outside of Supreme.
Right.
Outside of sneaker shops. Because there's only going to be 8 pairs of sneakers. And there's 12 people in line. And it's like, oh, come on, now I really want it. And that's because somebody created, artificial scarcity.
Yeah, I need to invent some artificial scarcity. 12-seat rooms.
Well, you got to start selling frozen yogurt or something.
I get a little 12.
Once you get some hype going though, where it's like, oh, this is the hottest thing in town, right? We gotta go. Then it's like people, there's a psychology to it.
Dominic and the Hop Soup Boys.
Oh, you get so fixated on names.
Yeah.
Anytime you do this, you're always like, oh, what should I name it? Who gives a fuck what you name it?
Yeah.
Comedy shows don't need names. Comedy Cellar does not name their shows.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just the 8 o'clock show. But it's like once you got to figure out how to like get people excited. Not just like aware, but they got to be like, oh, I got to do this.
Yeah.
This I got to see.
We got this show. It's the wildest show around. I'm telling you.
But
ain't gonna be a seat
it's
left.
not you saying it. It's got to be them saying it. They
Yeah.
got to be like, oh man, this shit is wild. You gotta, you can't miss this show.
A buddy of mine back home, he used to dress up a little bit of a disguise back in the day, and he really did do this. He don't do it no more. He sells cars now because he got married. But he would go talk about this nightclub that was opening. It was his nightclub, and he'd literally talk about himself.
Yep.
And he'd get everybody fall on this page for this nightclub on like fucking MySpace. This is back in the day.
Yeah.
And dude, he took him 3 months, dude. He had everybody asking where the club was.
Yep.
He dropped that shit, dude, line out the door.
I mean, that guy, he's the kind of guy where when he comes up to you, he says, hey, listen, don't ask me about my club. I can't get you in.
Yeah.
It's sold out. I don't even want to tell you about it.
Yeah.
And then he just walks away. And next thing you know, it's like, wait, hold on. Come back.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
And he was in a suit.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when I was working comedy club, San Diego, busy downtown San Diego area. There's people everywhere. There's a million events going on. Jamie Kennedy, remember him?
Yeah.
He's doing a show. He's doing stand-up. He doesn't really do stand-up like that, but he was doing stand-up. He's headlining. People are walking by, and they're saying, like, there's a line to get in for the 7 o'clock show, whatever. They're like, they walk to the front of the line. They ask the door guy, what's this line for? The guy's like, oh, it's Jamie Kennedy. It's like, oh, is there tickets? He's like, yeah, it's $30. He's like, $30 to see Jamie Kennedy. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? I don't want to see this guy do stand-up.
Damn.
This shit sounds terrible. Next thing you know, 20 minutes later, that guy's in line.
Wow.
Because he sees the line. Because he sees everybody else. It is social proof.
Yeah.
Once you see everybody else waiting in line for frozen yogurt, it's like, I got to try this yogurt now. It's going to take 2 hours to get this frozen yogurt.
There was legit a group of girls. I was like, I didn't know girls following me on Instagram. They're like, we just seen the line.
Yeah.
Maybe I should hire people to stand in line. A couple Jamaican dudes.
I don't even think you got to actually have a line.
Yeah, it's
This
true.
is not going to something you can fake your way
Just
into.
order a bunch of Grubhub.
No, well, you got to have a bunch of paying audience members, and you got to make them wait outside before they get in.
Yeah.
Because once the people see the line, I think that's why the Cellar does it.
Right.
That's why a lot of these places. That's why any of these places where it's like you see people waiting in line to get like halal food,
Yeah.
or they're waiting in line to get frozen yogurt, whatever. They design these shops to be tiny because they want people to be waiting down the street.
And it's like an open bar. The cooks move slow.
Exactly. They make it fucked up on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the soup Nazi on Seinfeld, where it's like if you treat people kind of shitty, it makes them want it even more.
Bro, it really is a true fact about this stupid line bullshit. This is the dumbest thing in my neighborhood. So there's a Parmesan cheese wheel place, right?
Yeah.
It's a great place.
Yep.
One opened up 4 doors away. There's a line at the one 4 doors away, 80 feet long, passing up the empty one.
Uh-huh.
Owned by the same people, I think. Same ingredients, same storefront, everything identical.
It's because once people see a line, it's like they get excited. Nothing brings a crowd like a crowd. That's what P.T. Barnum.
You ever see the Joe Pizza line in Times Square? Now they have 2 lines. They have one for full pies and one for pizzas.
Well, you do shows downtown Grizzly Pear. The Comedy Cellar line is wrapped around the block twice.
Yeah.
Hundreds of people are waiting in line. That while there is somebody telling, there are people who are waiting in line who don't even have a ticket.
Right.
Who aren't even going to get in. And they're hearing somebody saying, hey, there's a free show over here.
Bro.
Do you want to come see my free show? People say, no, I don't want to see your free show. I want to go to the good show.
Have you noticed, dude, there's this dude. I don't know if one of these clubs hired him. I don't know who the fuck he is. He's causing major problems near the Cellar, dude. He literally screams on the top of his lungs, free comedy show, like at the people in line, making them uncomfortable.
Uh-huh.
Security's going over to the dude like, buddy, come on, man. They're just like, it's been an hour. I don't know how the dude doesn't lose his voice.
Some people are crazy like that. But see, that's the thing is it's not going to work. You know that's not ever actually
All
going to...
it's doing is annoying the people standing there.
But that's the thing is some guys think if I just yell a little bit louder, if I just go a little bit harder, then I can convince people to come into my show. It's like that's never going to work because they got to want to do it. Supply and demand.
Yeah.
You got to build the demand.
These motherfuckers out here trying to promote shows get wild with it, dude, anymore. I just want to see normal comedy show promotion.
Yeah.
I'm sick of seeing dating shows auction off your friend's show to a group of girls. There's like Kiss My Neck show or something. The No Pants comedy show. It's like everything's a damn show. Bring your dog to comedy.
Yeah, it's comedy for like Irish people or something.
Oh, dude, that's a huge one, actually. You want to talk about getting hammered? They got Nick's. I seen one Nick's Watch Party comedy show. It's like nobody's fucking performing at that thing.
Right. Well, I mean, this is just these people trying to, bring in some money. But it's like, I think you just gotta. We can make this work. I hope you're not getting discouraged by any of this. That's my whole point.
I'm getting discouraged.
This can work.
I've been trying this for 2 years.
No, you haven't.
A little bit.
No, you haven't. You haven't.
Remember I tried headlining the Grizzly Pair?
That was one show. Like I said, this is a thing that has to happen every week. Because you can iterate from week to week. But when you set this up where it's like, I tried this and it failed. It's like you tried one thing.
It's hard to do week to week, though. But maybe that's how you build momentum.
That's how you build momentum because people come back. They were here, and especially if it's like a very small show in like a foot traffic kind of neighborhood. People are just walking around. Then you bring them in. Oh, it's a real laid back, low level show. It's going to be me and my friends. We're going to mess around a little bit. People are down to watch.
Yeah.
But when you hype it up in your head, like, oh, first I'm going to do this. Then when I sell that out, I'm going to sell out the next
Pee Wee
one.
Herman there.
And then I'm going to do this next thing, and we're going to make all this fucking money. And next thing you know, I'm going to be the guy. It's like, it doesn't work. That's just a movie playing in your head.
Yeah,
it's
really
fun to
is.
watch that movie.
It's fun to watch the movie.
It's fun to watch the movie, and it's fun to talk about it. You have a fake conversation in your head about first I did this, and you're already looking back on your life.
Do you stop yourself every time you start getting ahead of yourself, or do you live in the fantasy?
Of course. No, I
you
mean
really
like
stop yourself?
Oh no. But
You
it's
don't
like
live in
sometimes
fantasy?
you're bored. I'm at work. You start daydreaming about someday I'm gonna be doing
And a
this.
Ferrari with a black girl.
Well, someday I'm gonna get that fucking big Peter Luger hamburger.
Oh,
I'm gonna get some potato wedges, and I'm gonna get the thing with like the spinach with the butter on it.
And don't even finish it. Take a few bites.
I'm gonna take that. I'm just gonna like dab my face with that thick napkin.
Go
That's
get
what
a
I think about.
Nice
But it's
stogie.
like that's not like I'm dreaming about something that I can never do. There are steps to take, but it's like you got to focus on the steps. You got to focus on the process.
Yeah, 7 people is a good show.
Trust the process. The goal is to just be better at comedy.
Yeah.
Do it wherever you are right now. Tomorrow you got to try to get 1% better.
Dude, I'll tell you, I've been writing a little and rewriting and tightening up my set, and I've been getting some real funny. I'm really improving in comedy, getting off the ships. I forgot, comedy's not really meant to be something that's like a 3.5 hour event. So you can't really even perform. Like stand up on a cruise ship just really waters it down no matter who you are.
Right.
And dude, these 10-minute shows, you could really squeeze in some punchline. You could get people laughing hard in 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think the lesson here is that you can't don't put too much on it. There's got to be like a natural thing. You write the joke, you go up and you do the joke. The details are kind of whatever.
Yeah.
The problem now is that you gotta find ways to make some money.
Dude, I need more ways to get on stage.
Yeah.
I've been finding ways to make money. I've been doing all right, but
yeah.
I gotta find some ways to get up, dude. I miss the good old days. We used to be able to get up all the time.
Right. Well, you can't. That's more daydreaming though. That's more thinking about the past, nostalgia.
Yeah.
Like, that shit's dead.
And it feels good to think about it.
Of course, it's easier because you could already know how it was.
Yeah.
There's more certainty to it. But life is what's happening now. It's what's happening in front of you. You breathe in and you breathe out. And then, over time, things improve if you're really, if you're pushing yourself.
Yeah, I think we're gonna make it work, man. One day.
Even that, I think you almost got to get out of that mentality.
Yeah, you're
Where
right.
it's like, what do I got to do in the next 24 hours? I'm going to do this, and if you just do that enough times, eventually you won't even realize it's changing.
I had some huge joy come in today, man. My Facebook has actually, the monetized monies came back. I don't know if it's going to last, but they upped me 170% increase on my reels for payment. So that's huge. Yeah.
That's
like, it's crazy, dude. I went from making like, normally I'd be at $3 for the month. I'm already at like 105.
Wow.
So hopefully that comes back.
Well, that's what it is. Certain things are out of your control. You know, you take them when they come in, and what the hell if you end up back in the Dominican Republic? You like that chicken?
Yeah, but now I got a woman and a dog I got to take care of.
That dog's got to eat.
Yeah, the woman
you gotta
does
be out there.
too.
You got to be out there working.
Yeah.
So maybe next thing you got to go to Haiti for a little while.
I might
maybe
get
you got to go to Honduras. You got to go to Guatemala.
You might
Peru.
see me bartending, dude. I might work it out over here.
You going back to your spot?
Yeah, I've been talking to the guy. I think it's really happening now.
Oh yeah, there you go. Someday you're gonna own that bar.
Yep.
And you're gonna call it. You get to think of a name for what you're gonna call that bar.
You know, he's got a little back room outside.
Dommy's.
They got a little outside room. Yeah, little Dommy's comedy shop. Maybe I'll call it.
Oh, it's gonna be the best comedy show in the entire world.
They got a little 10-seater room in the back outside.
Everybody's gonna be like begging to do your show.
They'll be cheering.
Just think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every night they're
Dominic.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell them like, nah, shut up.
You can get $28 whiskey doubles there.
Wow. Man, I don't know how people fucking drink in the city.
Yeah, dude, I'm done with it. Dayton will set you back. Gotta find you a nice Amish girl.
All right. Well, at this point, this show's gonna come out on Monday. So the Westway Diner show is dead.
Yeah.
This has been done. We're moving on. So let's plug some dates, huh?
We're gonna have something in the Lower East Side somewhere, Erie East Village, 15-seater room.
Oh, this is like the hypothetical.
Yeah, no, I already talked to a few places. Remember Karma Lounge? It's got a new name now. They redid the basement. God. It's a 15-seater.
That place was the worst. You're just breathing in cigarette smoke.
They got rid of the cigarettes.
Oh my God!
It's a new owner.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, there you go. Come out to the best show of all time.